Good morning, dear students. Let's discuss the problem related to the current electricity. The theory has been already discussed. Okay, we will be solving the previous year NEET question and IIT question. Okay, let's see some of the questions I am solving. Let's see the questions what I am discussing over here. Related theory has been discussed in the class, so I am just directly solving the questions of previous year NEET. Okay, see, this is a battery and this is the resistance and this is the resistance is connected in that way. The value of this resistance is 3 ohm and this value is 3 ohm, this value is 3 ohm, this is 2 volt source, this is current and this is a current. This current is going from this plus terminal and entering to the negative terminal. And if you remember my class, I have told you to define that is battery, that is to be a source. The current should flow in the direction of voltage rise. You can see negative to positive, the current is flowing in the direction of voltage rise, so it's a source. Okay, so to solve this circuit and get the value of current, we should have an idea about parallel and series combination. That has been already done in the class. So you can see that this is I, this is your 2 volt battery. When you see that current will come over here and current will see 2 path. One is this 3 ohm, another is this 3 ohm and this 3 ohm. You can see that this 3 ohm and this 3 ohm are in series. Why this 3 ohm and this 3 ohm are in series? Because when the current will come, let's say the current is coming in this branch, let's say I1, and in this branch, let's say I2. The current in 3 ohm and 3 ohm will be same, because up to here it's a I1 and here I1 and here I1. The currents is same. So we can simply add these two resistances, because in series the current is same. Let's say this is two resistances R1 and R2 are connected in series, the current is same. So R equivalent we can write R1 plus R2. Okay, so you can see that this 3 ohm and this 3 ohm will be in series. So I am just removing these 3 ohm and 3 ohm and writing the equivalent value of that resistance. This is 3 ohm and 3 ohm are in series. Now this is in parallel with your what? 3 ohm resistor. So 3 plus 3, that is your 6 ohm resistor will be there. Now this 3 ohm and 6 ohm resistors are in parallel. Why this is in parallel? Because when the current come over here, the current will see 2 path, this 3 ohm and this 6 ohm. So current is getting divided and the potential across these two resistances are equal. So these two resistances will be in parallel. Okay, so I am writing the equivalent of these two resistances, and for the student who has not attended the class, for an idea, just see R1, R2, this is, let's say current I is coming, I1 is in this, I2 is in this. If I want to get the R equivalent of this two, we will be having R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, so here we can apply these 6 ohm and 3 ohm are in parallel, so we can write the R equivalent of these two. R equivalent is equal to what? 6 into 3 upon 6 plus 3. Related to this formula we can apply that. R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. This will give you the R equivalent of that circuit. Okay, say it will be 18 upon what 9, that will result into 2 ohm. So entire that network what you are having before solving, you are having like that 3 3 3. When you solve, you have got what 2 ohm you have got, okay, after solving entire equivalent. Okay, so I'm just replacing and applying simple Ohm's law to get the value of current. So this is what entire circuit will look like that. This is your 2 volt source and this is entire equivalent resistance R equivalent what I have calculated, which is your what 2 ohm, and this is current is coming in that direction. So if you want to apply that KVL, or can see that plus minus, the passive sign convention say like if the resistance is in that represented like that, the current is entering and we have marked that current entering position as positive. Okay, it's a passive sign convention. Let's say current is going and this I am marking that instant of entering that current and that resistance, we are marking that as plus. I want to write the KVL. The KVL and KCL and all the things have been discussed in the class. For the student who has not attended the class, I am just telling one statement. Algebraic sum of voltage in a loop is always 0. KVL states that. Okay, so I am writing that minus to plus, and to write the KVL, one trick is there. Rise in potential positive, drop in potential negative, or you may do in reverse way. Rise in potential you may take negative, and drop in potential you may take positive. Okay, you can do anything, but if you follow that convention in a particular circuit, you have to follow that convention until that problem is solved completely. If you follow that, you have to go with that. If you mix that, the wrong answer, you will get the option will be available in NEET or AIMS or आपका IIT जो भी हो. If you follow one convention, you have to stick with that one convention until you should get that result. Okay, see, can see. I'm just taking that this is rise को मैंने क्या किया, rise को मैंने negative लिया. It's my choice. You can do with rise as positive, you will get the same result. Once the class is finished, you can just try. Minus of 2 volt, this is 2. This is what voltage into what R equivalent. This will be also voltage. So drop को मैंने क्या किया, drop को मैंने positive लिया. Drop का positive means what 2 I into 2 is equal to what 0, because in a loop KVL states that the algebraic sum of the voltage is equal to 0. So 2I is equal to 2I minus 2 is equal to 0. So 2I is equal to what 2. So I is equal to 2/2, that will result into 1 ampere. The student who has not attended the class or may be having any difficulty, just see the network. After that we will solve the next question. Let's see similar kind of question we are solving. If you are not able to do that question, I am solving a similar question so that you can do that question. Okay, similar question, I am just changing the value. You can see that. That is also being asked in NEET. Say this is your 4.8 volt, and this is your just almost similar circuit is there. Value is just changed. Okay, this is 6 ohm. This is, they have named that RC is equal to 6 ohm. This is RB. This is RA is equal to what 3 ohm. And they are asking the current in the given circuit. They are asking, okay, the current in the given circuit they are asking simply. So similar pattern is there as the previous question. because there was 3 3 3 3, okay, but here 6 6 3. So you can simply say that they have also marked that polarity of current, okay, direction of current, okay, this is the direction of current. So the current is flowing in the direction of voltage rise, okay, it's a source 4.8 volt, it's a source, it's a battery, it's feeding the current. When the current come over here, it will see the two path, either it should go in that way, either it should go in that way. So when it go in that way, let's say current is I1 and the current is I1. When the current is I1 and I2 over here, so see up to here 6 up to here I1 is coming, up to here I1 is coming. So what the concept of series is very much clear to you. In the circuit, when in the circuit elements, when the current is same, we treat the elements as a series. In the circuit, when the voltage across the elements are same, we'll treat that element as a parallel, okay. So you can see 6 ohm and 6 ohm are in series. So what I can do, simply I am just removing that circuit and making an equivalent of these two. How we are doing? Because the series currents are in same, so we are just making that 6 plus 6, that will be your 12. 6 ohm plus 6 ohm, that will be your 12 ohm. You can see now same circuit, the current is coming, again current will see two path, so the current is getting divided and voltage across these two. For the better understanding, I am just writing in that way. Same circuit I am drawing. This is your 4.8 volt, this is your circuit, this is your circuit. Now, so that I have calculated 6 plus 6 is equal to 12, that is your 12 ohm, and this is your what, 3 ohm. Now you can easily say these two resistances are in parallel. Why this is in parallel? See, this is a node, this is a node, the voltage 4.8 is across 3 ohm and 12 ohm, and the current is getting divided, let's say current I, and this current is I1 and this current is I2. So these two are in parallel. So to get the R equivalent of these two parallel, so you can simply apply that formula, R equivalent is equal to R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Fine. So R equivalent will be R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Apply that. When you apply 12 into 3 upon 12 plus 3, 12 plus 3, 12 3 ja 36 upon 15. So this is your R equivalent, okay. So I have to get the value of current which is being fed by that source 4.8 volt. So simple, we can apply, you can see up to here. Is it clear? I think R equivalent calculation 36 upon 15, this is 15, okay, 36 upon 15. Now apply simply Ohm's law, ठीक है. This is your what, 4.8 volt, and this is your what, R equivalent 36 upon 15. I want to get the value of current which is being fed by that source. So I equal to what, 4.8 upon R equivalent, 4.8 upon what, 36 upon 15. You will get some value which is your 2 ohm, 2 ampere, the current, okay. This is the similar question I did. Next question we are moving towards question number, let me see, that question will look like very tough question, but it's very easy question. If you have understand these two questions, you can simply solve the next question. Question is 6 resistor of 3 ohm each are connected along the sides of hexagon, and 3 resistor of 6 ohm each are connected along AC, AD and AE as shown in the figure. The equivalent resistance between A and B they are asking. Simple, I am just drawing that circuit. This circuit look like a very big problem. but it's a very easy problem. This is your 3 ohm, 3 ohm, 3 ohm, 3 ohm, 3 ohm, and this is also 3 ohm. This is 6 ohm, 6 ohm, and 6 ohm. Simple. And they have marked some name A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. They are asking that R equivalent between what? A and B. So if you see that circuit, it's a very easy circuit. Okay, you can see that these 3 ohm and this 3 ohm are in series. You can see that this up to here, there is no extra wire is there. From here to here, this is in series. So I can simply remove these 3 ohm and 3 ohm, and we can add these two to get the equivalent of these two. Simple. So I'm just doing that because I want to get the R equivalent between A and B, so I have to go in that way. Okay, so I'm just removing this because these two are in series. I'm just replacing that circuit. Okay, 6 ohm. This 6 ohm and 6 ohm, it look like in parallel across them. They are in parallel. So to get the R equivalent of this 6 ohm and 6 ohm, apply that value, that formula. R equivalent is equal to R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. That 6 into 6, that will be 36 upon 6 plus 6, that will be 12. Simple. 36 upon 12, that will result into what? 3. Similar kind of pattern you can see that what we had previously. Okay, you can see this is again what? A 3 ohm resistor is there. Fine. Now again you can see that this 3 ohm and this 3 ohm are in series. I can simply add these two resistances because they are in series. So I am just adding these resistances. 3 plus 3, that will result into your 6. 6 ohm. 6 into 6, 36 upon 6 plus 6, because these two are still in parallel. So we can apply 6 into 6 divided by 6 plus 6, that will result into what? 3 ohm again. Now I am just doing that extra, rubbing this, and this is 3 ohm. This 3 ohm and this 3 ohm are in series. We can simply add these two resistances, that will give you a 6 ohm. Now again that 6 ohm and 6 ohm in series, in parallel with that 6 ohm, you can simply apply that 6 ohm. Now this 6 ohm and 6 ohm are in parallel. 36 upon 12, that will result into 3. Again you can apply. Now this 3 ohm and this 3 ohm are in what? Series. Add these two. 3 and 3, 6 ohm. So I am just writing this is your 6 ohm. Now you are left with a simple network. Simple. Entire circuit is just represented with the two parallel resistances. See how complicated the circuit was and how simple the result is. Okay, see that this equivalent of these two 6 into 3, R equivalent will be 6 into 3 divided by 6 plus 3, that will result into 18 upon 9, that will result into 2 ohm. That's the answer. One concept is there, Wheatstone bridge. Related to that, all the Wheatstone bridge are already have discussed in the class, how the bridges is balanced, what happened when the bridge is balanced. Already all the concept has been discussed. So let's discuss the problem.